few weeks ago I did an unboxing of this lens, Vivitar 650 to 1300mm telephoto zoom lens. It also goes by different makes, things like Opteka, Bauer and a few others. It's exactly the same lens, but I'm just going to review this and show you my opinions on it, and I'm going to do some photographs as well to let you see how you feel this works. Okay, before we go into the main body of the telephoto lens, it obviously comes with an instruction manual. It has a 5-year guarantee, but this warranty, it's actually very self-explanatory and it's very good. It's pretty simple, basic setup actually. So if you decide to get this lens, it is quite easy to read and it tells you everything you need to know. Another thing is the Vivitar 2x professional multiplier. You can put that on to make to 2600mm. On this particular lens, personally, I don't think it's a great idea, but if you're like me, I've got other manual lenses and that works fine on things like that, so it's, you know, it's still a good thing to have. Personally, the images are not really usable. When I'll provide the links, of course, in the description. When you actually see the reading and the blurb on, I got it from Amazon, you'll see that it has the it comes with a Canon adapter, and it just says for Canon lenses, Canon cameras. It's actually for anything, as long as you've got a T2 mount. Any camera that takes a T2 mount, it will be for this. And just to prove this point, here's a Sony, and if you put this on, I'll just put this on here. Okay, so there's your Sony, that's attached, and you know that. I'll just take this off to show you that. Okay, you get a shot there. I'm doing it in the house actually. I was wanting to do it outside, but it looks like rain. When you see this, you just, it looks like the camera, obviously this here has to be mounted onto a tripod, and all you would do there is you just turn that like that and everything's facing the right way. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Okay, and like I say, it's just a T2 mount. Any camera that fits a T2 mount, and this lens will fit. Alright, but we're going to put it into the Canon one, as it came with that. Okay, so using this is now the Canon. This is at 650. This is the widest angle it does, and this is at f8. It goes from f8 to f16, and you cannot do anything with the aperture, and we can't on a lot of these type of lens. So when you're doing in manual mode, I hope you can see that there, you would see f00, okay, and this is what happens with these telephoto lens when the manual, so there's nothing to worry about there. How to use it, it's very simple. You have a lock and open device, so to open that, you just go there to the longest telephoto zoom, which on here is 1300. Like I say, you can expand that to 2600 if you use the adapter. It's something that I've tried, and like so. What I've noticed, and personally in my shots, that I've seen where it goes to 1000mm, and I can get some very usable shots, and works pretty well to that. Over that, and things start to get really unclear and very pixelated and stuff. So if you stay in the 1000, personally, this is just my opinion, but I think that works well. If you're going to use this lens in something like a bird hide or wildlife or something like that, where you're still, the lens will work well. If you're going in somewhere like if you're outside and you say, for example, and you're in a windy area, this is not really going to perform like that. But if you use it inside or somewhere, or use it where it's not a windy day or something like that, it's a nice sunny day. At the moment where I live, it's usually windy, but today it's just a bit rainy. But generally speaking, the more wind, the more level of compensation you're going to have to do with that. So even on the sturdiest tripod, and that's what you do need. You need a sturdy tripod. I've got one now that already cost us 30 quid, so and it works very well on that. How to, and then you go and you just pop that back in there, lock it with that. Okay, and this here is again a simple thing, near and far. Okay, so it's your inner focus, and this is what you do just to focus it. And yeah, so I mean, when you're looking at a shot, it's just that's all you're doing, So when you're a bit like out there, and if you see if you've got the 1300, it's a little bit hard to reach and that, depending on. I mean, I'm quite a big chap, so it's not too bad for me. But for people that are a bit smaller, it can be a little bit, the reach range could be a problem. But all in all, it's a very nicely made piece of glass and that, but it comes in this bag. It's well packaged. But as I say, it's a manual lens. To me, it's great fun. Yeah, but it is what it is. You're not going to get, so if people are wanting the sharpest shots ever, it's probably not the lens to buy. But it's a budget lens. I only paid £149 for it. I got it from America, but it's it does the job, and like I've put photos up on Flickr. Nobody's ever said that bad, but after this bit, I'm going to show you what in my editor. Here's a one. I've got this under Monster Lens folder. So this horse I took, which is just out the back here of where I live. So the lines are quite sharp, not a bad image, and many of you will be interested in this lens, I would imagine, for astrophotography. And this here is a moon I took a few weeks ago, so it's acceptable. It's just the start of September here, and the nights are still quite light, so it'll take for another few weeks before I'll be able to take how good it is with star photography. Okay, so I just thought I'd wrap it up by giving you a few of these shots and what the image quality is. I put a filter on this, so yeah, so it's quite good. As I say, it does have limitations, but if you're after a super looking telephoto lens on a budget, maybe this is the one to try. So again, thanks for watching and thanks for listening.